Pets Add Life, your guide to the latest in pet trends, products, and the joy of the human-animal bond. With Kristen, Levine, and me, Chris Bonifati. Powered by the American Pet Products Association and Dog TV. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to another episode of Pets Add Life. I am one of your hosts, Chris Bonifati, and joining me is media mogul and ex-princess of Czechoslovakia, Kristen Levine.
Oh, yeah.
Kristen,
I forgot my crown.
I was not aware that you were royalty.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, there we go. Well, here we are again at Global Pet Expo. Still here.
Yep, still here.
Still surviving.
Second show at Global.
Still
got a
breathing.
long ways to go.
Still, yeah, but I mean, just coming off of that last show, I mean,
Whew.
I hope you all are enjoying this kind of quality, okay? It takes a lot of planning to make this happen. We've got 2 people in the production studio with us. There's like another 8 people outside of the studio, like on the ones and twos making this happen. Yeah, it's a lot.
Can you believe they let us do this?
No, I can't. I cannot believe it.
We have a crew.
Yeah, it's probably because they got Ron out of the way. Yeah, I think Ron was the problem because I don't see him anywhere around here. But the format of the show is not changing at all, right,
That's
Kristen?
Right. Sticking to the same format. We're going to give you 2 stories, 2 guests, 2 products. Look what I'm doing. I'm holding up ones and talking about 2s. Yeah, you do the fingers. Okay. 2 stories, 2 products, 2 guests, and 2 questions from the audience, just like always.
My knuckles aren't working. I'm already like so swollen. Just from,
right.
I don't know, this. I'm just so swollen. Eating a lot of salty food.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, but hey, we're going to power through and we're going to get right on to story time. Kristen and Chris present Story Time.
Story time.
Story time. You want me to kick it off?
Yeah,
You want to go first?
Go
All
ahead.
right. So we're here at Global Pet Expo and American Pet Products Association. We release a lot of data. And you may notice me talking about a lot of that in these story times. And one thing that I really want to land home, and you're going to hear me talking about this a lot in this episode, cats are having their moment. Us cat dads, we're carrying this industry forward. But we have this new product showcase in the back of the show, and I don't think we've had a chance to walk back there.
Not yet.
Walk through the cat section.
Okay.
We sold out that cat section so fast.
Really?
And it's almost always like dog and dog
Yeah.
food like going first. Cat sold out so fast. There's so many amazing new products, whether it's feeders that are specific for cat.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of, dog companies where it's like, oh, we just took the same product and now we're saying it's for cats too. These companies are now producing actual, like with the cat in mind and their behaviors and the way they eat and think. I mean, they're really getting a lot of attention beyond just it's a cat, they'll take care of themselves.
Right.
Whether it's like these automatic litter boxes, and the prices are actually going down on those things, which, I mean, you might think it's bougie. I highly recommend for both your home's hygiene and the hygiene of your cat. It's amazing what these things can do, whether it's at-home testing for certain illnesses. I mean, there's just so much stuff out there, and I wish we could bring it all to you, and I wish that all of you at home could come to Global Pet Expo, but you can't. It's for industry professionals only, so we're
bringing as much as we can.
We're going to bring
you.
as much as you can to you.
To your point, for all those people out there that have said, there's just so much more cool stuff for dogs. Now is your time.
Yeah.
There are more and more products for cats these days, and you're going to start seeing it at your local retailers. So that's awesome.
Yeah, what about you?
I've got a quick story here. This is about Project Canine Hero. I think we might have talked
We've talked to Jason Johnson.
Yeah, we did. But I got to sit in on a marketing competition the other day, and it was 5 different nonprofits. One of them was Project Canine Hero, and they had these marketing teams that were pitching like cool campaigns to help the organization. And it just reminded me, listening to their pitch, it just reminded me what an incredible organization this is. What they do is they honor the retired police canines, military working dogs, by creating an environment that celebrates that heroic service and funds that help that pet once they retire. So typically there's plenty of funds for while the dog is in service, but once the dog retires and just becomes a pet, they lose a lot of those benefits.
Yeah.
So
and they're difficult to home.
They are difficult to home. They really are. But check out projectcaninehero.org. They've got some really cool... first of all, you can just donate, but they've also got really heartwarming stories that explain. They take each hero dog and they tell you all the incredible things they did in their career. This one dog bear that they just retired, I found two missing children during his career, and like a million other incredible things he did. Yeah. And so you can make a donation to Project Canine Hero, or they have some really sweet merch.
They do have sweet merch.
They have great
They have really
merch.
sweet merch.
Cool t-shirts, cool stickers. So if you're into that kind of thing, you could buy some of those, knowing that all those proceeds are going to help those retired dogs.
And here's a little test to producer Ron. We had Jason on the show. Ron's going to put the episode number right here as a graphic. He's going to put the episode in case you want more information. It might be over here. It might be over here. And if you don't see that graphic, tag Ron in the comments and tell him he's not doing his job.
Beyond the Leash, exploring the untold stories of pet passion and professionalism.
And it is my honor to welcome back to the podcast Jamie Simpson, a service dog advocate and content creator known for sharing her life with her medical alert dog, Echo. After being diagnosed with epilepsy, Jamie partnered with Echo, who helps detect and respond to seizures, providing both safety and independence. Through her platform, she raises awareness about invisible disabilities, service dog training, and the life-changing impact these animals can have on their handlers. Jamie, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So, can we start I know we have a lot of fans who probably listen to your episode, but I'm sure we have a bunch of new fans as well who may not be familiar with the story of Echo. So, when did you first realize that something was going on with your health, and how did that lead you to finding Echo?
So I was diagnosed with absence seizures, which are like the staring spells, when I was about 3 months old. And then in 2019, I was in a really bad car accident. I mean, really bad. I was sandwiched in between two cars. Oof. And after that, I started having tonic-clonic seizures. And sometimes with traumatic brain injuries, your epilepsy starts shifting. And that's kind of what happened with me. That's when we kind of realized we needed some help. I had no independence. I couldn't be alone by myself. And so having Echo gives me that independence of, okay, she has someone, a dog, but he's basically a person, with her at all times. He can press a button to alert my family if I'm having a seizure, and he can tell me if I'm having a seizure. Therefore, I can get my rescue medication and prevent the seizure, also preventing SUDEP. Do you guys know what SUDEP is?
I do not, and I'm sure a lot of people at home don't either.
SUDEP is sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. So the more seizures you have, the more prone you are to SUDEP. And so what's cool about Echo is, and life-saving about Echo, is that he prevents those seizures from occurring over and over again, and I'm less likely to go through that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you explained a little bit about how it works, but how does Echo actually detect those seizures? Like, what is it that he's picking up on?
So we swab the mouth when I have a seizure. I don't, because I'm unresponsive. So my husband does, or my mom does. And then he trains a behavior to that scent, and he practices that over and over again. We train the behaviors first, and then we add the scent, and then he detects seizures. Wow. We do it over time.
Yes. So that's amazing. That's amazing.
You know, something cool that I learned is they smell the scent of medical alerts the same way we smell bacon in the microwave. It's such a good, like,
really?
Yeah. So
really
it's that obvious to them. It's not like, I think I smell it. It's like,
no, it's like, it's right there.
Wow.
So what was the process of getting Echo like? You know, you had that realization of, we need some help. So walk us through that process. And for everybody out there who may be listening, who may have a disability and maybe either nervous or unsure about trying to find the right kind of dog, why don't you share your story and give some advice on how to make that happen?
If somebody wants to have a service dog or thinks they should need a service dog, well, first of all, we have to respect the dog and understand, the dog has needs. So before we even consider a service dog, can you take care of the responsibility of a dog? Because it's still a dog.
Yep.
And then, can the service dog benefit me with my disability? Because sometimes it doesn't always work for everyone. But then once you've gotten past that and you're like, I need a service dog, you can go through organizations, or you can self-train with help. And what I do is I help people virtually all over the world, actually internationally. and I help people train their service dog each week. We do weekly sessions.
Wow.
We have goals, and we practice public access manners and tasks. And everyone's disability is so unique, so I really have to learn the person and what their needs are to help them.
Interesting. Now, Jamie, you built a really large audience online, and I'm just curious to know, why do you think so many people resonate with your story?
A lot of people go through hardship. In fact, I think everyone goes through some type of hardship. And I think putting that online and being that vulnerable feels relatable to a lot of people, because they know those moments of vulnerability and being scared and fearful and really truly struggling with life. And not everyone puts theirs on the internet, but at least they feel community when they see videos like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's incredible the type of impact you could have just by being authentic and sharing your story. Yeah. But you did recently welcome a new member to your family, Eclipse, and we were chatting a little bit about it before we started the interview. So why don't you just give us the rundown on how Eclipse came into your life and how you really are just such an incredible person for helping this dog.
Thank you so much. We found Eclipse in the desert. We live in Tucson, Arizona, and we saw him walking around close to our neighborhood, and I wanted to see if he had an owner, because sometimes people let their dogs out, and I didn't want to just take him.
Right.
Yeah.
So I kind of stalked him a little bit over a couple of days, and then I realized he definitely doesn't have a home. I had a connection with him. I kind of walked with him. He was following me, and I was like, okay, tell me where you live. So we kind of walked towards this one house that was pretty empty, and then the neighbors were outside, and I said, do you know like who this dog belongs to? And they said, oh, the neighbors just recently got deported. They had warned us about it. They said that they were going to comply, and they were prepared for that to happen. But it was an aggressive situation that didn't need to be aggressive, they said. And they ended up letting the dog out of the house afterwards and just leaving it there with no care. So the dog was running around the desert for a while. And so I said, okay, I'm going to take him to the shelter that I work at and let him get his vaccines and all that. He had a respiratory infection, so I helped him through that too. And they were like, do you want to adopt him? And I was like, duh. That's why I'm here.
Right.
And he's so perfect. He's the calmest dog. He levels out our house so well. I have 2 toddlers. So having a really calm dog who's just like so gentle, he's so perfect for our family.
Yeah, that's an incredible story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, you are a busy lady. You've got 2 toddlers. You've got 3 dogs. We didn't mention Everest. You also have a dog named Everest.
Yeah.
Is
golden.
Is Echo the only one that's the service dog for you?
So Echo does seizure alert response, and he does cardiac alert response. I don't really talk about that much. I also have vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It is a genetically tested condition, and it's like a tree trunk, and all these branches, new conditions come out of this one condition. So that being said, Echo can't do it all, even though he tries. And I also have type 2 diabetes. So Everest alerts a response to type 2 diabetes.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. So I wanted to ask, what challenges do service dog handlers still face in public spaces? I know we're moving to a world that is more pet friendly, but it could still be incredibly challenging when you need your dog around. So what kind of challenges are you facing in your day to day?
I think just like respecting a service dog space, really.
Sure. Yeah.
Asking permission. I don't mind if somebody asks permission, especially with children. They don't know.
Right.
And I love a good learning opportunity, but some people, might not want to respect the space or want to learn anything about that. And I think that might be the hardest thing for service dog handlers. Yeah.
So if somebody's going through a similar health journey, Jamie, what would you recommend that they do in order to find a service dog?
Find a community first of people who understand what you've been through and what you're going through and have service dogs, because they can tell you the most about what it's like to go through this entire process. And then if they want to train with me, my website is embraceeveryday.org.
Embraceeveryday.org.
That's amazing stuff. The work you do is absolutely incredible. You're such a powerful human
Yeah, and
being.
very few people get invited back twice, Jamie.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, so we love your story and
Thank
and,
you. It's ever evolving.
It is, yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
But thank you so much for taking some time today to join us. We're wishing you the best. Good luck with Eclipse. I'm so happy he was able to find you. You are the perfect home for him. He's been through a lot, and I know you have too. So I'm sure you guys are going to make a happy and healthy home together.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
wow.
So, yeah, it's always a pleasure to have a return guest.
It is, and she's been so busy since we last spoke with her.
Which is crazy. I mean, it's just insane. She's busier than I am. How does that happen? She's got
Well, she does have 2 toddlers, and then what? 3
now
dogs.
third dog.
She's training service dogs.
She's training service dogs. I'm pretty sure she's a model too.
She looks like a model for
She
sure.
at least looks
If
like
she's
one,
not,
but
she
I'm
should be.
pretty sure she also does modeling.
I don't know if you picked up on this, but she mentioned a shelter that she volunteers for, which
And I'm over
woman,
here
she
complaining
must-
I don't have enough time. Just an absolutely amazing person. And for anybody out there who may be suffering in silence from some type of disability, reach out, find that local community, and you never know how your life can change from the help of a wonderful service dog.
right.
And it's my absolute pleasure to introduce Leah Craig to all of our listeners, the executive director of Brother Wolf Rescue. And this is a woman with an amazing story, as well as just the whole Brother Wolf, I want to call it a saga.
Yeah.
Because it's truly, we're going to get into it, but it's truly just such an impressive story. I think it'd make like a great blockbuster movie because it's so inspirational. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah,
And-
it really is impressive
And
stuff.
Brother Wolf is located in Asheville, North Carolina.
Right in your backyard.
Which my neighbor, I live in Waynesville, North
Yeah.
Carolina. And we're going to talk to you today, Leah, about the hurricane in 2024, how that impacted you, and the amazing things that you've done afterwards, and your journey that you're continuing on. So we're so happy to have you today.
Yeah, me too. It's been a wild ride, and I think there's a lot to learn from it in rescue world. So
Well, take us back to that time, to the time of the hurricane, Helene.
yeah, so we were in Asheville, North Carolina, and we heard, a hurricane is coming, and we were like, what the
What?
That's what I was
These are the mountains.
Yes, exactly. What do you mean a hurricane is coming? And we are in a floodplain. And so we've had some flooding with a lot of rainfall in the past. And honestly, we thought like worst case scenario, 3 inches of water. Like 3 inches of water, but we thought like, gosh, it's scary if you're a dog and you're
Yeah.
standing in 3
Yeah,
inches of
sure.
water, right? And then we thought, gosh, even 3 inches of water on roads can be really dangerous for cars, and we don't want our staff taking any like dangerous trips because of course they would to care for
Right,
the
of
animals.
course.
And honestly, y'all, that's why we evacuated. We evacuated because we thought 3 inches of water would be not great. And so we, that morning at 9 a.m. in a leadership meeting said, let's go ahead and do it. Let's tell everybody that we can start evacuating at 10 a.m. So it was all hands on deck. Our staff is packing food and getting pets ready, getting gear ready, getting cat carriers ready. We had 100 animals in the shelter, and about half of our staff had never done an evacuation before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And they were like, no way. This is like, we have 100 animals
Right.
in this shelter. No way are we getting them all out. And we worked with local media. We put out a social media post on our pages and sent out an email. And we told people, please come at 10 a.m. We're evacuating into homes. If your home is not in a floodplain and you can take a pet, please just show up. It doesn't matter if you've never been involved with our org before.
Right.
We can get you in and out the door in 15 minutes with a pet. And so I opened the doors at 10 a.m. and I thought I was going to be opening the doors to, wait for people. And I opened the doors to an incredibly crowded parking lot where no one could find a place to park. A line of people that were carrying blankets and leashes and carriers, and We evacuated 100 pets in 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
It
my
was-
god.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And people didn't stop showing up. Like they,
kept
because
coming.
they just kept coming.
And everyone's disappointed. Like, oh, what do you mean? I wanted to hang out with a cat.
I mean, it was amazing. I stood out front of the shelter until 6:00 that night.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want anybody to show up and not know that they were important, that
Right.
that
Yeah.
wanted to
Right.
be there, and then also to share in the joy. I mean, people, I just scream like, they all went home already, and people
Yeah.
are like, wow! Like, I mean, it was incredible, and some people thought we were being a little overreactive, and then we all went home and we woke up the next morning. We didn't have cell phone service. We didn't have internet. None of us knew what was happening.
Right.
So you just start like walking.
Yeah.
You go out your front door and you walk and you like are talking to neighbors and you see huge trees down on houses. And we walked a little bit farther and we hit a river. And that river is usually half a mile away from where we hit it.
That's crazy.
Is that when you realized?
Honestly, it's not until like you have no idea what is going on.
Yeah.
Like it just
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
make sense.
Right. You have no
know?
internet, no cell service,
You have no
there's
communication. And so I walked about 2 miles to get to this main bridge. And that was when we were like, oh my gosh, like, because there was probably 400 people standing on that bridge. And you are looking at the top 6 feet of buildings, like everything under. It was the River Arts District in Asheville, North Carolina. That's where a lot of the photos that you see of Hurricane Helene are from that bridge. And the water is like rushing, like the
Yeah.
force
Yes.
of that
Yes.
water. Like I watched semi trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
float down the river. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It-
houses and
I mean, yeah, houses, whole
yeah,
houses.
Yeah. So
And
the shelter was literally obliterated.
the shelter had 12 feet of water. in it.
That's too many feet of water.
I mean, and the sad reality is that if we hadn't done that evacuation, I mean,
Well, I was just about to say, what an incredible leadership decision on your part to decide to evacuate, thinking, "Oh, we might have 3 inches of water." I mean, that's
Yeah, you
that's
went. We might have 3 inches, and the animals will be uncomfortable to
Yeah.
literally saving hundreds
Saving
of
their
lives.
lives.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's incredible.
well, and then you're like, shoot, we already had 50 animals in foster homes the day we evacuated. That meant there was 150 brother wolf animals in foster homes
Right.
in a disaster zone.
So now, what do you do with that situation, right? Like, I
Right.
mean, talk us through it, because I'm over here like I'm panicking, and you already figured it out, but I'm having a full-on anxiety attack just thinking about it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when things get really, really intense, I get really, really calm. And
a good quality to have as a leader.
The direct opposite of me.
So, thank goodness I could actually drive from where I was. That was a very weird drive to take, and just seeing your community in a way that you've never seen it look like before. And I could get to the area of where Brother Wolf is, which is a lot of people who watched the news back then will have heard of Biltmore Village. And Biltmore Village was kind of ground zero, and
Yeah.
we were right next to Biltmore Village. So we were in one of the hardest hit areas, certainly in the metropolitan area of Asheville. And you don't know what you're going to find when you get there. And we couldn't get that close because the water was so high still. And I could only see Brother Wolf in the distance. And, I mean, even like the doors were torn off of the building because of the rushing water rushing into it. And so I was with a friend, and I got quiet and took out my phone and started taking pictures. And I walked back to the car, and I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to tell everybody this has happened. We're going to get in touch with all the fosters. We're going to get these animals out of Asheville, North Carolina. We're going to raise funds, and we're going to build a new shelter. And they were like, it's okay. It's okay. You can collapse. I was like,
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
We got some stuff to
We got
do.
work to do.
Yeah,
Well,
we got some stuff to
And
do.
I got to speak to you the other day, and you had shared with me that you bought some property to build the new shelter on, but you can't build on it yet.
Yes. So, gosh, it's been such a whirlwind. I mean, so luckily we were able to get all the 150 animals out in 6 days.
Amazing.
Like without
Amazing.
communication. I mean, I literally was like, you could get cell phone service in like little areas.
Yeah, like little blips, yeah.
Little blips. And so like everyone's there. There's like 150 people with their phones in the air trying to get service. And so I was texting a staff member who lived in South Carolina saying, can you please send me the addresses of our staff members? Because I got to go drive to their houses. That's the only way we can talk to each other.
Wow.
And so we put together like a evacuation with the ASPCA and other partners to get all the animals out of Asheville. And some of our amazing fosters had already left the area to evacuate because of what was going on, and they took their animals with them.
That's great.
As they should.
Yes.
Oh, it was just like the way community comes together in crisis, and like everything else goes out the window of like the neighbor you didn't like or the, you know, all of that's gone, and everybody's just like all hands on deck. Like, let's get
That's
this
wonderful.
done. And so, yes, we had an amazing response. Thankfully to, you know, the public really wanted to see Brother Wolf keep going.
Yeah.
And like the work that we do is incredibly impactful to so many animals who rely on us. Like, we're really the last stop for so many of them.
Right.
And so thanks to the outpouring of support, we have been able to envision a new future. And we have purchased land, and we're in the midst of buying a building to renovate, because the land is going to be a longer story for us. So, I mean, no turn in this story has come without challenges.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But I know you had a goal of adopting 300 pets last year, and you adopted 900. And so the community continues to step up for Brother Wolf, and I know you've got everything figured out. All the interim plans are in place for, you know, when you can move into the new building, and all the pets are in foster homes, right?
Yes. So it's actually become this really unique, like, what could we do without a building experiment, you know?
Yeah.
And we're so lucky the ASPCA has a physical presence in Asheville. And so we went from having about 15,000 square feet of facility to using about 1,500 square feet of their facility. And like, thank goodness we had something, but we couldn't have animals spend the night there. So we're taking animals in, we're doing medical care, we're giving foster supplies, but everybody's got to be gone at the end of the day. And so really interesting challenges to face, but we did over 2,200 foster home placements out of 1,500 square feet.
Wow.
And
that's
then
great.
that also served as our adoption hub too.
Wow.
So people could come and adopt. We had adoption events at least twice a week. And we placed 905 animals in homes without a big facility. So
That's amazing.
That's amazing. It really shows the power of community and neighborliness. I think, Leah, you've convinced me to introduce myself to my neighbors after living there for 4 years. I you know, just in case maybe they should just know my name and something like that. But I think that's absolutely incredible stuff. And it wasn't just homes opening up. My understanding is that some businesses took on some of these animals as well.
Yes. So we had this idea of like, okay, well, the thing is, the more places you have to put animals, the more animals you can save. And so you want as many places as possible to put those animals. And 80% of the animals that Brother Wolf takes in are from under-resourced shelters in Western North Carolina who aren't going to be able to serve that animal. And so you are so critical to this animal's future and really them being here at all. And so we got creative and talked to some local businesses, and we started placing cats in local businesses.
Yeah. You took the bodega cat and you turned it into something else entirely. I absolutely love that.
Now you can adopt the bodega cat.
If only. If only. But that's just, I mean, it really is an impressive community. I don't think Norwalk, Connecticut would get together like that, but maybe, you know, you never, I think Asheville might have, I might have to move to Asheville.
And Leah, we know the story continues, so we'd love to have you back and to learn, you know, how the Bodega Cat,
Yeah.
the shop cat initiative is building
Yes.
out, as well as the status on the new shelter and
Yeah,
everything.
and for
So-
our listeners who may want to follow the rest of this journey the way through, where can they find you on social media or websites out there? Where can they go?
Oh yeah, y'all, we got the cutest content on social media, and we love sharing happy content because there's so much joy in rescue. So look up Brother Wolf Animal Rescue on social media, and we are at bwar.org.
Amazing.
Excellent.
Well, thank you for taking some time today here at Global Pet Expo, your participation in everything we've done so far with the Marketing Innovation Lab coming on the podcast. It's been amazing and truly inspiring. So I'm leaving a better person today. So thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Leah.
guys.
Whoa. I've heard the story, I've read the story, but to hear it from her mouth, wow.
Yeah, I'm not built for that. I'm not built for that kind of drama.
That's some serious drama. Your
Yeah,
your
if-
anxiety would be, yeah.
Oh, no problem. We'll do it again.
Yep.
No worries. Still rolling. All right, we'll start from the top.
Okay. Wow, I've read about that story. I've heard about it from many people, but to hear it from Leah's mouth, it was just really moving.
Yeah, it made me realize I'm not built for that, for crisis. Look at me. I sit at a
Well,
desk all day.
You better hope and pray no crisis is coming.
I've got no
your way.
skills. Like,
No
I've got
coping
no
skills?
skills that would work in a situation like that.
No survival skills.
No, I'm anxious instead.
Do you have at least have a Leatherman or a pocket knife or something?
Nope.
No.
I've got kitchen knives. I've got
Oh my gosh.
kitchen knives.
Well,
I've got no generator.
I tell you what, you just need to meet all your neighbors.
Yeah,
so
I
that
should
they'll
introduce
come
myself
your
to my
rescue.
neighbors.
Yeah.
I think that's my takeaway. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to be brave and introduce myself to my neighbors.
No, great story about the community.
Yeah, really good stuff.
Product of the week.
All right, it's time for our product of the week, Global Pet Expo edition.
Oh my god.
You normally don't get to see Kristen's reaction to this kind of stuff because they put it on my face. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna go first here, Kristen.
Okay, do it.
And I'm talking about PetMate. PetMate is a leading pet products company creating innovative solutions that support real-life moments of play, care, and connection with brands like Chuck It. I'm gonna get to in a second. They focus on durable, purpose-driven products that enhance how pets and owners interact every day. I've used a lot of PetMate products, but first, if you haven't seen the Chuckets,
come on.
come
Where have
on.
you been?
Look at this thing. I want to play with it so bad, but I don't have scissors to get through the packaging. Otherwise, I'd be firing this off at that very expensive camera, earning the ire of every producer on the planet. But this thing is so cool and so fun. If you've got a dog park,
Yeah.
and we have a really big one near our place. This is the perfect thing to bring to the dog park and just launch
yeah.
some balls and have your dog get after it. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I think
Here, take it.
Let me check that.
Hold that, John.
Cool, nice.
Here too, this they call it the Quirky Kitty, but it's like a cooling mat for your cat. Here's my question. Does your cat not use their own bed? It's probably because they're too warm. That's what I figured out. That's one of the things we've talked about on the show. This is a cooling mat, and I'm feeling it right now. And boy, it feels cool to the touch, despite me playing with it for the past minute and a half. It's got that crinkly fabric that
Yeah.
cats are really gonna like.
They love
And
the
just holding this product, you lay this down in your cat's favorite spot on a hot summer day, and they're really gonna enjoy that. So that's my pitch for PetMate, folks. Look at that right there, PetMate. You've probably seen their products before, but I really like some of this fun stuff. My PetMate stuff. I have a PetMate cat carrier that I used for Tiger. That's from when we got Gizmo when I was in 4th grade.
Wow.
So that pet, it's not the prettiest carrier
Yeah,
because
but
that's
the quality's
2003. So looks like a pet carrier, but the quality's there. We used it for Tiger's entire life. So their stuff is Chris Bonifati endorsed.
Yes. And I get to talk about my product of the week is from Pet Sport. This is another awesome company, female owned. It's a 30-year-old company, and their whole purpose is to make life more fun, one lucky pet at a time. They are pet owners first, making toys for our pets that they really want. And let me just show you. Okay, I get the squeaky toys.
You got the squeaky toys, yeah.
Yeah. So at first I thought this was for cats, but it's actually for little tiny tot for cuppers. So a little plushie with a squeaker. This is cool. Look at this. Is that what is it, a cow or a ram?
Large bull.
It's a large
Oh. Moo. Oh, it's got a butt. There is a butt on the cow.
You know what? These are so fun, and I gotta say, toys like this are bets.
Yeah.
And you play with your dog, with the toy, because that helps you build the bond together. Of course, if Tulip will play with Plushy Bear Soap,
Right.
the other toys she won't engage with unless I play this.
Yeah.
And hey, isn't that what it's all about? The human-animal bond.
And those rope toys are actually really good for your dog's teeth.
yes, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
As they
kind of
fray
floss.
yeah, they floss. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So check out Pet Sport. They've got tons of great. I think they said they have over 250 different SKUs of toys for dogs and cats, including tennis balls, latex rope, lasers, plush, Bite Tech. I'm not sure what Bite Tech is. And as I said, female-owned company in business for 30 years.
Heck yes. I love it.
All right.
Q&As.
All right, and it's time for our favorite part of the show. That's right, we're going to answer 2 questions from our lovely audience. And I know what you're thinking, lovely audience. How do I get my question answered by Kristen? Kristen, well, it couldn't be easier. Head on over to petsadlife.org/podcast. Scroll on down to the bottom of that page, and you will see a form to submit your question. Or if you're feeling as brave as Chris trying to do the whole entire intro to the question segment on one breath.
Wow.
Whoa! Oh my God, I knocked my mic over. That's how much energy we got. You can record a voice memo and your question may be played live on our show. Whew.
Wow.
I got a whole head rush there. I should probably breathe more. And I got a question for you, or better to say, Jason from Denver, Colorado.
Hey, Jason. Thanks for the question.
He's got a question for Kristen and asks, my dog pulls a lot on walks and it makes it stressful for both of us. What's the best way to train loose leash walking without using harsh methods?
Okay. So good question. And I want to say I am not a dog trainer, but I have had dogs that do this very thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Okay. You want me to just take it from the top?
Your top, yeah.
From my top, okay.
Your top.
Jason, is it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Jason, great question. And while I am not a dog trainer professionally, I have had this problem with a couple of my dogs. And the thing is that pulling on a leash is like self-reinforcing. Like the dog pulls, moves forward, and learns that pulling works. So if your dog's pulling you and you're just, sorry, and you're following along and not trying to correct the behavior, they think that's just how a walk should go. So what you can do is, once your dog starts to pull, you stop. Just stop, either completely or change directions. And when the leash, and don't move forward until the leash is loose. And I find it's always best to train this early on with your dog when they're young, because as they're older, if they've been pulling for a long time, it's a little bit harder to reverse that behavior, but it is totally possible. And then beyond that, I would just talk to a dog trainer, or there's some great videos online for common problems like leash pulling. So
Yeah, I think like what you brought up with the if they're pulling, you can't go forward.
Yeah.
You gotta wait for them to stop. I think that's the biggest mistake, is I see people just sort of like getting pulled by their dog,
Yeah.
and then they wonder why their dog pulls. Well, here's the answer: because it works.
Because it works.
Because it works.
And let me just add to that, you can also have some really high value treats in your pocket, so that when they're not pulling, when the leash is loose, you reward them. So they get the idea that, oh, she really likes when the leash is loose.
Yeah.
So
Loose leash equal treat.
Exactly.
There we go.
All right. So Chris, I have a question for you.
Okay.
This one comes from Ethan. Ethan in Portland.
Okay.
Ethan says, I have an indoor cat and sometimes worry that she's not getting enough stimulation. What are the best ways to keep indoor cats happy and engaged?
All right, Ethan, thank you for the question. I think this is a really valuable one, and thanks for being such an awesome cat dad thinking about this kind of stuff, because I think, there's a lot going on with cats. Cats kind of having its moment, and a lot of people think it's because, they're less maintenance, and it's not necessarily true, and I think you recognize that, Ethan. I would say first, add verticality to your home. Cats love to climb. I've talked about a lot of products that are either cat trees or wall installations. I would, if I were to adopt a cat now, I have a wall picked out already where the cat tree and some of those shelving things are going to go to give the cat some verticality, because climbing is a stimulating and engaging experience for cats. There's also some really great toys on the market now. I mean, we're talking about cat having its moment, and its products are following it. There's all sorts of automatic dog toys, and cats now catching up with some stuff that's going to stimulate that hunting instinct they have. When a cat is bored, it's because they're not hunting. Like, these are predator animals. They want to feel like they're stalking and hunting and being rewarded for that. And there's some really great products out there that are going to stimulate that require little input from you. But I would also say, play with your cat. Get a little cat wand, give it 15 minutes to 20 minutes. It's a great way for you to bond and stimulate the cat and keep them engaged and happy. So I'd say those 3 takeaways, Ethan. Do that and you're being a great cat dad, which you're asking this question. I'm sure you already are.
That's another show in the proverbial can, Chris.
I don't think the can's proverbial. I'm looking around. The show is literally in a can.
We are in a can.
The show is in a can. We are in the can. We are the product. We are the beans. We are the beans in the can. 2 beans in a can. That's what they say about our show. Yeah, 5 stars, 2 beans in a can.
It was a great show.
It was a great show. We're having a blast here at Global. This is a lot of fun. I hope everybody's enjoying this kind of content, whether you're watching on Dog TV Unleashed, their fast channel, on YouTube, whether you're listening during your morning commute, or while snuggling your furry friend. Thank you. We'll be back next week. We never stop. Not for any reason, ever. No matter what. Even if,
I don't know.
even if dogs suddenly gain the skill to talk, they're not going to replace us, okay?
The AI might.
AI might. AI Chris.
Well, we're here until AI takes over.
Did you know this whole episode's been AI Chris? This is like a Black Mirror episode. Just kidding. We're here in the flesh, and we'll be back next Tuesday. We'll see you then. Pets Add Life, your guide to the latest in pet trends, products, and the joy of the human-animal bond. With Kristen Levine and me, Chris Bonifati. Powered by the American Pet Products Association and Dog TV. Did I not say Dog TV? Did I say it weird?
This episode was recorded at Global Pet Expo 2026. Here are some other moments from this year's show.
This is where the pet industry comes alive. Welcome to Global Pet Expo 2026. More than 20,000 attendees, over 1,000 brands, and thousands of products shaping the future of pet care, all under one roof.
The coolest part is there's so many people that are passionate about the work they do. It's like walking multiple football fields. I am so excited.
We have over 350,000 square feet of just booth space. That doesn't include any of the special areas. That area is the equivalent to 11 U.S. football fields.
Many people here, many people there. I heard it's so many exciting things happening in the expo, so what are we waiting for?
APPA was one of the original associations that came together to bring the industry together, right? And then we partnered up with the Pet Industry Distributors Association here a number of years ago to bring their organization in and make sure that we're creating an ecosystem that will fuel the next 60 years of growth.
Oh my gosh, what are you guys excited to see? My goal is to find stuff I've never seen before, and I think I'm gonna find that here. I'm also really excited about the new product showcase and seeing what they've got in there.
Let's have a ball, guys.
Right,
Let's do it. Yeah.
This is where trends don't just appear, they're created.
We had over 800 products submitted to our new product showcase. This is an amazing opportunity for exhibitors to show you and the buyers exactly what's new in the industry. There's so much innovation happening behind me.
From cutting-edge technology to breakthrough products, Global Pet Expo sets the tone for what's next.
This is the year of the cat. Cat is really having its moment. It's a huge shift in the industry, and it's only supplicated here by this amazing new product showcase. So for all those cat moms and dads out there, you're going to be seeing some of this awesome stuff hit your retail shelves soon. Another huge hit at Global Pet Expo was our Startup Pavilion. We've been talking a lot about new products. These are the newest. Some of them haven't even hit market yet.
How's it been for you, Jeremy?
It's been great. You know what? We're just having so much fun and love seeing this industry, love being a part of it, love seeing the community come together. That's what it's all about.
The all-new Petfluent Studio, where content meets commerce and innovation takes center stage, capturing the energy of the show and turning it into powerful storytelling. Beyond the floor, industry leaders shared insights shaping the future, from retail media and AI to shifting consumer behavior and data-driven growth strategies.
Okay, 3 more questions and then we'll keep it going.
And that was really unique. I hadn't seen that much in that kind of setting.
So I wanted to show people today the basic nuts and bolts, the stuff as trainers that we all deal with, the messy stuff.
Yeah.
Because things get messy before they get clean.
But I'm very passionate about what I put in my dog's mouth, right? Great stocking stuffers for your pets.
We are gonna head to the Wellness Pet Company booth because I heard they are celebrating their 100th year anniversary. You guys found a really fun way to celebrate that.
Crunchers
I'm
inside.
gonna have to buy one of these off of you. My dogs are gonna lose their mind. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look at that thing, that's so fun.
This is actually great for those who are working in the hospital.
When your dog is having a really upset stomach, this is the thing that saves your day.
And I'm here at our Aquatics and Exotics Lounge, which is one of my favorite parts of the show, with all sorts of tropical fish, some really beautiful creatures, as well as exotic animals. It was really cool to be able to see that. I've always wanted to own a reptile.
Pets in the classroom.
What's so amazing is just met them yesterday.
Once you hear about this organization, you can't unhear it.
It's been a synergistic brain session and it was like a total mind meld.
This is where partnerships are built, ideas turn into opportunities, and the global pet community comes together.
You guys want to know what you won? Yeah, right?
Ready?
All right.
There's so many brands out there. It truly is a big win.
Real quick, what got you into the animals? Like, what was your first pet that you like? I just love animals. I love animals do for people mentally, physically, emotionally. Wanted to be able to get in this space and find ways to be able to make a connectivity between pets and people, and Mom here.
Made it. Do you hear the music? I hear it. The Unleashed party means we get to dance. Well, I mean, taking her to the dance. That's true.
At its core, this isn't just about business. It's about improving the lives of pets and the people who love them. Global Pet Expo doesn't just reflect the industry, it defines where it's going next.
It's cool to see these early stage companies that are bringing new innovation. And here's the thing that's also really amazing is that, we're bringing more capital to these founders now. And we're bringing them money now to take these brilliant ideas and to bring them to market. That's what every healthy industry does is we disrupt, we continue to innovate, we get better. And you know what? More than anything, it's better in these pets' lives.
It is.
I get excited about.
It makes life a lot better on the human-animal bond side and for our pets.
We'll see you next year.
So, what exactly is Pets Add Life, you're asking? It's a weekly podcast with 2 hosts sharing 2 pet stories, interviewing 2 amazing guests, recommending 2 awesome products, and answering 2 questions from the audience. And all this is produced by 2 major pet brands. I guess you can say is too good to be true. You're right. Check out Pets Add Life with new episodes every Tuesday.
If you encounter a snake, don't be a Chris. Just walk the other way.
Got questions? The experts have answers.
Every Friday, a brand new episode of The Experts drops, featuring the biggest names in pet care.
From behavior to health, training to nutrition, our panel of top veterinarians, trainers, and technicians tackles it all.
Real questions from real pet parents, and real answers from the best in the business.
The Experts, every Friday, only on Unleashed by Dog TV.
Watch and learn, your pet will thank you.